Instagram. Welcome on Facebook. We're here together to do loving kindness meditation for the United States of America. And I will guide us through that practice. I just want to double check and make sure that everything is working on my end. So just give me a second. And this is my first Instagram Live, so thank you so much for joining me here. I am so grateful for the chance to practice together. And if you can hear me, you wouldn't mind just saying, "Gotcha, hear you. We're in this with you." That would be great. So please just type in chat that you can hear me and see me. And you're welcome, Maria, and welcome to all who are joining for Loving Kindness Meditation for the United States. If you wouldn't mind just telling me on Facebook, I see you can hear me and see me on Instagram. If you're watching on Facebook, if you can see me and hear me, please just say that you can, because then I'll know that you can. So thank you. Before we start our loving kindness meditation for the United States, I want to thank you. You would not be here if you were not full of caring and concern and longing for a better world. Thank you to all of you who have voted, who will be voting, who have worked on behalf of others. It is a momentous day. It is good to be together. So I will do my best not to cry through the whole thing. But I want to start by saying that I appreciate you for everything you've done to make our country better, or the world, because you don't have to be American, obviously, to care about this day. So loving kindness meditation is the perfect practice to do, well, period. It's always the perfect practice to do, but it's especially perfect to do during moments where you feel overwhelmed with anxiety, fear, anger, concern, all the things that I'm sure many of you are feeling, many of us, me too. And often we try to just push those things away. And sometimes you can. Good for those moments when you can do that. Sometimes you can't. And the more you try to push them away, the more they want to hit you in the face. And you end up playing whack-a-mole with your own heart. You're just trying to push away what you feel because it hurts, and it does hurt. So at such times when we cannot work with our painful feelings, what we can do instead, and this is quite powerful, is turn toward those feelings, work with those feelings, bring those feelings to the path, not as a sign of weakness or as a problem to be fixed, but as a source point for incredible power, wisdom, and strength. Don't take my word for this. We're going to do this practice together, and you'll tell me how it goes. So this will take probably about 20 minutes if you're trying to figure out how much time to spend. We haven't started the practice yet, but once we do, it will be about 20 minutes, just so you can plan. And if you can't stick around because you got to go vote or drive other people to vote or for whatever reason, it will be recorded so you can come back. So in loving kindness practice, we begin by offering loving kindness to ourselves, which back in the day when this practice was developed more than 2,500 years ago, people probably thought, oh, well, that's the easy part. Who doesn't like themselves? So we'll start there, and then it will be easy to extend from that solid foundation of self-caring to caring for others, because the fact is that the solid foundation of self-caring does lead to caring for others. But, fast forward 2,500 years, and that is not so easy. So nonetheless, we start there. Very important. There's no loving kindness without offering it to yourself first. Otherwise, it's pure concept. Then we offer loving kindness to someone we love. Well, it's very easy to extend from concern for our own lives to concern for someone we love. You don't have to try at all. Then you think of someone who's called a stranger. meaning someone you don't have feelings about, positive or negative, but you can sort of picture them, someone you sit near at work or someone you always see on the bus or whatever it is. And then we move to what is called the enemy. And the enemy here means someone who you feel has caused harm. And I'm sure you're right. And to offer loving kindness to your enemy, you do not have to like them, forgive them, come up with a reason for why they did what they did. You don't have to pretend anything. That's the good news. But you can still offer them something genuine from your heart without forgiving them or letting them off the hook. And when we get to that point in the practice, you'll see. And then in our case, we're going to extend from the traditional practice and we're going to offer loving kindness to each other, those who are on this meditation, then to everyone in your city. This will only take moments, although sounds like a very big task. Then to everyone in your state, and then to everyone in your country. Because on this day, in this country, and in many others, I'm sure, who are watching, there is tremendous hope and tremendous fear. And neither of those are particularly useful on the spiritual path because both of them separate us from our heart. Something to think about. So let's begin our practice and I'll walk us through it. And again, if you're just joining, hi, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're watching the recording, I'm glad you're here too. And we'll begin. So please take your seat. You can sit on a chair or on the cushion or on a cushion on the floor, or you can lie down. Basically, you want to just make yourself comfortable. You can leave your eyes open or you can close them. That is up to you. But we want to begin by connecting with how we feel. So I'm going to name a few things that I feel. And if you share them, great, but feel free to add or subtract to this list. So I'm worried. It's a day where it's easy to feel worried. Are things going to work out the way I think they should? What will happen if they do? What will happen if they don't? I'm worried. It's normal to be worried. I also have had experience of feeling helpless. Like, what can little Susie Piver do to make the world a better place? Like many of you, if not all of you, I'm doing what I can to the best of my ability. But when I look at the great scheme of things and the wave of sorrow and pain and violence, and I think, well, what can I do? I start to feel helpless. It doesn't feel good. We're going to work with these feelings. I also have been noticed, especially during the Kavanaugh hearing, I felt this profound traumatic sense of being overlooked. No one cares about me. I felt overlooked. And of course, there's our friend anxiety and anger. So this is where we may be starting today, as well as other things, hopeful and enthusiastic and grateful, so grateful to the people who are working on behalf of what they believe, whatever that is, as long as it's genuine and with the benefit of all in mind. Thank you. So we start by connecting our own worry, feelings of helplessness, lack of agency, feeling of being overlooked, and being anxious or angry or both. So find that in yourself. It doesn't feel good, but it's very important to start there. It's a difficult day. There's a lot on the line. Connect with how you feel. And I'm going to ask you to offer loving kindness to yourself by using the following 4 phrases. And if you can, feel free to change them to words that resonate more with you, but these are the words that I'm choosing. So thinking about yourself and everything you've done, excuse me, to get to this day and all that you're carrying with you on this day, wish for yourself the following. May I be safe. May I be safe. Just silently wish that for yourself. May I, Maria, or Jonathan, or Isabel, be safe. Me, may I be safe. Danielle, wishing for herself, may I be safe. Because we start with what we feel unsafe, overlooked, anxious, and so on. May I be safe. May I be heard. May my voice be heard. May I be counted, not overlooked. Wish this for yourself. May my voice be heard. May I be respected. My views, my culture, my race, my sexual orientation, may I be respected. Me, you. Wish that for yourself. May I feel at home in my country. A lot of us look around and think, where am I? May I feel at home. May I be at home in my country. Now think of someone you love, a friend, a lover, a colleague, just someone who, when you think of them, your heart just blossoms open. And you know that they too are struggling with what you struggle with on this day. Anxiety, worry, feeling unseen, unheard. And you don't want them to feel that way. You love them. So fix this person's face in your mind, or feel their presence, or both. Find that person who you love and wish for them what you wished for yourself. May you be safe, my loved one. Safe from harm. May you be heard. I want to thank Abby for this. I read this on her timeline and this was beautiful. My loved one, may you be heard. May the world listen to you and see you and take you in. May you be heard. May you be respected, my loved one, respected for who you are, how you appear, what you long for. Your very being, may it be respected. Feel the waves of love for this person and your longing for their well-being. My loved one, may you feel at home in your country, embraced, accepted, at peace. May you feel at home in your country. Now let your loved one go and think of what is called a stranger, meaning someone that you can picture but you don't really have any feelings about them, positive or negative. Someone you buy your coffee from, or someone who walks their dog in your neighborhood. Just choose someone and know, without knowing anything about them, that they have faced this struggle too. They are worried about something. They feel powerless. They worry about being respected and heard. You don't have to know anything about them to know that they share your concerns. So you can wish for them what you wish for yourself and your loved ones so easily, because your heart is so big, even without knowing them. Bring this person to mind and wish for them. May you feel safe. May you be safe. May your voice be heard. This stranger may have come from a different country, or have relatives that come from a different country, or they may have maybe LGBTQIA, or have a child or loved one who is, and I want them to be heard. Your stranger, may you be heard just as much as me and my loved ones. May you be heard. May you be respected. May you feel at home in your country right now. May you feel at home. Now let the stranger go, and we're going to put on our big girl pants, big boy pants, and we're going to think of what is called the enemy. You don't have to think about the enemy I'm sure we're all thinking of, but you can. Rather, bring to mind someone who you feel has caused harm to you. It has to be personal. You don't have to forgive them. You don't have to like them. You don't have to soften. You don't have to be nice. You can hate them. I know people get upset when I say that, but I say it. I feel hate sometimes. If you feel it, go with it. But, excuse me, you can still offer loving kindness to this person, which sounds weird, I know. But without question, they're worried. They feel threatened. They feel disrespected, maybe for good reason. And they're anxious or angry. So without justifying their behavior or anything, I hope you really hear me when I say that, bring this person's to mind. It can be someone you know, it can be someone you see on the news, it can be a historic figure, it can be someone who hurt you 30 years ago or 5 years ago. Just pick someone and wish for them. My enemy, may you be safe. Safe from harm. See what that feels like to wish for them. If they did feel safe, maybe they wouldn't be such assholes. May you feel safe. May you be heard, really heard. May you know that you're heard. May you be respected. You can wish for this for someone without liking them. It's just human decency. May you feel at home in your country. Now let this enemy go and bring to mind as best you can all the people in your city. It's a lot, maybe a little. I know there's someone here from Alaska, maybe there's only 5 people. Maybe there's 5 million people, doesn't matter. Imagine that your heart is like a disco ball and that it's slowly spinning. And in every direction, light is coming out, front, to the side, behind, up, down. Your heart is so big that those rays can go the distance of your city, which contains people who feel as you do, people who feel the opposite of you, people you like, people you don't like, countless loved ones, strangers, and enemies, and wish for everyone in your city. May everyone in my city feel safe, or town, or neighborhood. May you feel safe. May you feel heard. May you know that you are heard. May you be heard. Everyone in my city. Imagine the calming effect of that. May you be respected. Period. May you feel at home, in your city, in your country. May you know that this is your home. May you feel at home. Our powerful feeling. Now let your city go and bring to mind everyone in your state. Maybe you live in Rhode Island, maybe you live in Alaska or Texas, doesn't matter. Everyone in your state shares these qualities of concern and hope and fear and so on. They don't have to be the same reasons for hope and fear that you have, but you can still wish them well, relief from suffering for everyone in your state, everyone. That's how big your heart is. May you all feel safe. Imagine what it would be like if everyone in your state felt safe. Wish it for them. May you be heard. Thank you for that, Abby. You gave me that idea. May everyone in my state be heard, really heard. May you be heard, taken in, counted. May everyone in my state feel respected. Everyone. May everyone in my state feel at home, be welcomed, embraced, accepted, know that they are home. May you feel at home. Now let go of everyone in your state and imagine that these beams that extend from your heart could reach from sea to shining sea, from coast to coast, north and south, east and west, the entire country, in my case, the country of America. Which I still believe is the greatest country on earth. That's how I feel. Everyone in my country, everyone who agrees with me, everyone who disagrees with me, everyone who is confused, everyone who is hurting. May everyone in my country, for me, the United States, may all citizens of the United States or denizens feel safe. May everyone in America right now, be safe. Everyone. May everyone feel heard, know that they count, matter, are important. May everyone in my country feel heard. May everyone in my country be respected, but only 100%. May everyone be respected. May everyone in my country be at home, welcomed, embraced. May we all feel at home. Now we close by wishing this for all beings, wherever they are, whoever they are, in the past, in the present, in the future, human, animal, insect, all sentient beings share these longings to be safe, to be counted, to be respected, to be unthreatened in their home. So we close our loving kindness practice by wishing this for all beings. And the reason I know you can do that is because your heart is immeasurable. Feel that. Cannot be quantified how much love you have. May all beings be safe. May all beings be heard, counted. May all beings be respected. May all beings feel at home, absolutely at home, safe, at peace, and at ease. Nothing to fight for. May all beings feel at home. So please let your loving kindness practice go, and let's just sit together for a few seconds. There are people here, as far as I can see on this live right now, from Hong Kong, hi Berna, Washington, D.C., hello Jonathan, Canada, the United States, of course, France, the United Kingdom. There are people gathered right here, right now, all over the world who care just as you do. And we can formally close our loving kindness practice by wishing each other well. You can bow to each other. And if you don't want to bow, you don't have to. But to bow, it's traditional to bring your hands together. And there's this sense of, I bring all of me together. My left, my right, my masculine, my feminine, my beautiful, my crazy. Bring it all together. And I arouse a sense of me. And when I bow forward, I offer that to you. And when I rise up, I have a sense of freshness and a clean slate because I have offered it. I don't have it anymore. So there's a clean slate. So let's bow to each other. Bring together everything. Connect with how you feel and offer it. And please accept my love and again, my unending appreciation for your good-heartedness, all the work you have done and are doing to make our world sane. You are emissaries of goodness and decency, and I thank you. If you have any reflections, questions about our practice, please leave them in comments. If you want to share a picture of yourself with your little I voted sticker, please do. It will be great to see each other's faces on a day like this. It's especially important to know, because it is true, that you are not alone. So please share your messages of support for each other as I offer mine to you.